That sounded like a bomb. But yeah, I'm taking this video again. Welcome to episode 4 of my podcast. And before I start, I just want to say there's a lot of cats around me right now. I am in a cat infested community and I'm not complaining. I love cats. But what am I even talking about? Yeah, I am planning. I wanted to do this podcast because of the new news from NASA about the space exploration, going to the moon and everything, and it got me thinking a lot of things. I was watching the live of the Artemis going to the moon, and it was amazing. It was magical. It was poetic for me, and it got me thinking. It got me thinking about how life. I want. I know a lot of you guys haven't read Billy Bat. It's a manga by Naoki Urasawa. But it's basically the premise that I've thought of is like this. Like the last moon landing was back in 1970s, right? And then now it's happening again in 2026. It's not like they're actually landing, but they're going to the moon. But anyway, and what I felt is there's a different generation of people from the 1970s and another generation in 2026, and it's like life continues on writing its chapters. It's like a unending story that keeps on writing its chapters, and we're basically just a part of the chapter, or just a part of the story. It's giving us glimpses of whatever is happening and unfolding in the entire story in real time, but we're not gonna be seeing the full picture of it. You know what I'm saying? It was hard for me to articulate it, but why am I relating this to the Billy Bat is because, without even trying to spoil it, it's like a continuity of a story, which is life, that keeps on moving forward, and then people from different generations just keeps on going and going, and there's a cat, and they just keep on going on, and they die, and another generation comes in again, and there's another mission, there's another purpose in life, and they die, and then there's another thing again. It made me think about it, how everything when you were born, it feels like you have a different purpose here in this world. But if you think about before you were born and the people that were born before you in the 90s, and they had a different sense of purpose, and everything is just one big story, which is life. It's amazing. It's poetically melancholic in a way where you can't even complain that you can't see the full picture of the story that life is trying to write, but you can't complain either because it's what makes it beautiful. It's like we're here, at least we're seeing whatever chapter we're in, but we're meant to not see the entire thing because it's just what it is. It's so amazing. And yeah, the lunar flyby, and when they were taking pictures of the moon and the round and the Earth, it makes you feel like, why is everything so important here in the planet when where we're living? When if you're going even outside of Earth, it's like we're just a speck of nothing. And it makes me wonder if everything that we're doing and we're building up to this point is even worth it, or if it even has a point when eventually everything's gonna just disappear. Hold on, let me just, because there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people here awake. It's 4 a.m. here, and surprisingly there's a lot of people, and I just want to sit here and give the cozy vibe, because I don't know, I just love being philosophical in these times, these moments. But yeah, I remember there was this one question that made me that made me kind of like lose my perspective in religion and my belief of religious systems quite a bit. Take this without any hatred or without any, like, don't hate me or don't hate it, because it's merely just a question that people who live just ask. But when I was in high school, I've always wondered, like, before science was invented, like, science progressed and there's telescopes and studying about the universe and knowing what the stars even are, like, let's say Jesus' era, and they always thought like those stars, those planets, they were like heavenly being, like heavenly things. Like, they don't even know like what a star is in a scientific standpoint. And I just wondered, like, because we kept on progressing, we're slowly understanding what's outside the universe, what's outside our skies, that we're slowly not giving any like inexplicable stories just to explain what they are. You know what I'm saying? Because before, when we didn't even know what's outside the earth, there were religious ties to it. And then eventually we progress, and then we know how to explore outside. And then eventually religion started to adjust as well. You might have, I don't know if you've heard, but before all of that, the Bible actually thought the solar system was geocentric. And that was whatever they believed in. And then once it was scientifically proven to be wrong, that everything just adjusted. So I was also thinking about the same thing. Like, what if eventually we progress and technology keeps on getting advanced and we slowly try to understand more and more about the universe? Will we eventually stop believing these religious things because we understand them better now in a scientific way? But I know that's gonna be impossible, because the universe is something that you really won't be able to understand fully. Like, human comprehension is just not it. Like, we're meant to not understand the universe. But there will come a time where we understand more and more of it, and I'm pretty sure some scriptures of the past will also adjust with it. And another question that I had back in high school was like, why was Jesus sent to this planet in Earth? Why was he sent here in Earth but not in other habitable planets outside? It gave me this impression that what if the people from before didn't really know that there are other possibilities of other habitable planets outside of Earth, because there weren't any science or anything. So they just assumed that Earth was the only planet, it was the only place. So the story of Jesus coming here and being a savior is something that was made by humans, because they didn't know what was going on outside the universe. They didn't even know the possibility of having like habitable planets outside. So yeah, that was one of my innocent questions back in high school that shook the core of my religious beliefs, because it really makes you wonder, like, why was all the Christian foundation, Jesus coming here, Jesus saving the people, why is it in Earth? But the Bible never really talked anything about Jesus also in other planets saving other people. And I don't want you to take this as an attack or anything, because I am too old to be attacking religions. I am too old to. I think I've just matured enough, because back then I was really just like bashing all of those stuff, because I also had like a traumatic childhood because of religion. But now, growing up and realizing about stuff, I just don't like. That was just some questions that I have in my head. So you're welcome to interpret however you want, but I'm just throwing it here just to spark a little bit of discussion as well, because of the Artemis. Like, I can see the moon right there. They are there. Just crazy. And it also made me ask, like, if we're going there, like, eventually there will come a time where moon exploration is not even an event, it's just a normal thing. And then the children of that generation would be like, oh my god, people from back then didn't go to the moon? That's crazy. Just like how we were like, the people back then didn't fly, they didn't have airplanes? That's crazy. You know, it's always like the paradigm shift of every generation. So I'm pretty sure eventually space exploration, specifically the moon, is gonna be normal, commercialized, and yeah, it's gonna be there. And it makes me sad because I'm pretty sure the Mars exploration is not gonna be in my lifetime. And that's what I was saying earlier in at the first part of the video, where we're just a part of the chapters of of story that life is writing out, and we're just gonna have to accept it. It's not gonna be in my lifetime where Mars is gonna be like building civilizations or everything, but at least I think in my lifetime there's gonna be civilization on the moon, because I studied it, and the space exploration is slowly trying to make to, like, you know, observe moon exploration first, because yeah, they're gonna be building a base there so they can make some sort of like a new launching pad to Mars, because moon is closer to Mars or something. But yeah, they're gonna be using like the water, oxygen, hydrogen in the moon to fuel the spacecraft. But yeah, it's cool to know that space exploration is gonna be possible one day, but it's not gonna be in our lifetime. It's sad. It's melancholic, poetically melancholic is how I describe it, but it's there. It's our life. And yeah, just going to the moon. If I was the astronaut going to the moon and then I see the Earth, I would honestly come back here with a different feeling. Like everything is just not worth overthinking about. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was studying in the States, like studying abroad, like as an exchange student, it really changed my worldview. And then when I came back here in my country, I was a whole new different person. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be overthinking things. I'm just going to do and move forward. Whatever I want to do, I'm going to do it. I don't care about what other people think anymore. The world is big. But what more if you go to the moon? Nobody talks about that. Like the 4 astronauts in the moon, when they come back here, I'm really sure when they come back, it's gonna be like they're gonna be chill about everything. They're not gonna overthink about everything. They're just gonna enjoy life because they saw the world. They literally saw the world like a small circle, oblate spheroid, whatever. So it's gonna be crazy if I go to the moon. It's gonna be like that. Oh my gosh. I've been talking and rambling about the moon because, you know, I love space, I love astronomy. It's a blessing from the scientists that sacrificed their lives before because of, you know, not being able to study it. But yeah. Why are we even overthinking? Like, why am I even overthinking about my life right now? When at the end of the day, I don't even know if there's a point. But I remember telling this one time to a friend, and she was like, so you think if because I was like, does life even have a point? Like eventually the universe is just gonna explode, like everything is just gonna be gone one day. And she was like, so if it stayed, there would be a point. And that made me question, yeah, if it stayed, will it have a point? I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of crazy how we're so tied up in our lives right now, and we're just a speck of nothing in the universe and the story we call life. We're just merely side characters. We're not even side characters. We're nobodies in the story called life. And that's what I don't want to end this podcast in a really sad way, because there's an optimistic side to it, and that is to enjoy your life, because nothing really matters. And like, if you're really looking at it in a really big perspective, like if you're in the moon, just imagine if you were the astronaut in the moon. Nothing really matters. So whatever you're overthinking right now, stop it and just do whatever you want to do, because you only live one life. That is sad, and that is also happy. It's beautiful and also tragic. It's perfect. It encapsulates everything. And I really genuinely hope in my lifetime, that there would be at least a person in Mars. I'm gonna be old that time, but I hope I see the beginning of it. Because I'm pretty sure the moon exploration is gonna happen again sometime in my lifetime. Hopefully, it happens soon. But yeah. So don't overthink whatever you're doing. Just keep on doing whatever you're doing. Life is too short to give a shit about what other people think. Damn, that hit me hard. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about whatever people think, what my life is. I'm kind of lost right now in my life. But yeah, stop doing it, because at the grander scheme of things, nothing matters. So take it how you want to take it. But for me, I'm going to take it in a good way, and to help my life move forward. And that's all for my rambling philosophical thing for today. It's almost 5 a.m. and I'm going back to my room. My milk. And hope you stay tuned for another podcast soon. I really want to do more of this. It feels so peaceful. Alright guys, see ya.